Welcome back to Conversion Bible, the show to help you guys boost those Shopify sales. And today, we're going to be looking at a tactic so subtle you might not even realize it's working on you every day.
Oh, yeah.
The Decoy Effect.
The Decoy Effect.
And this deep dive is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free.
I love it.
So, have you ever wondered why that medium popcorn at the movies just seems like the best deal?
Always.
That's the Decoy Effect in action, and today's source material is an article titled The Decoy Effect, How to Influence Shopify Purchase Decisions, published today, March 15th, 2025.
Nice.
Now, for those of you who haven't encountered this concept before, the decoy effect is also known as the asymmetrical dominance effect, and it's all about how we perceive value, or rather, how easily our perceptions can be manipulated.
It's everywhere, right? Like, think about the last time you bought a coffee, like 3 slices, but that middle one just seems to call your name.
Okay, you're reading my mind. That's
Yeah.
exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So how does this actually work?
Well, the key is comparison, right? We're not great at judging the absolute value of things, so we instinctively compare. The decoy effect introduces a third option, a decoy, designed to be inferior to your target product. This makes your target look like a steal, even if it's not objectively the best deal in isolation.
So it's not about offering a genuinely great deal on the target, but making it seem like one by strategically placing this decoy right next to it. Clever, but could that be considered manipulative?
Well, the article references Dan Ariely's work, the behavioral economist. His research shows how deeply irrational our decision-making can be. Like, we think we're being logical, but often we're swayed by these subtle comparisons without even realizing it.
That's a bit unsettling, isn't it? To think we're not as in control of our choices as we believe. But let's get practical. This decoy, there's a specific way to construct it right, not just any random product will do.
Absolutely. The article breaks it down into 3 core components. First, you have your target. This is the product you actually want customers to choose. Then there's the competitor, a slightly cheaper alternative to give some context. But the magic is in the decoy.
Okay.
This one is intentionally designed to be inferior to your target, pushing customers toward your desired option.
Okay, I'm starting to see the strategy here.
Mhm.
You're essentially creating a no-brainer choice by making the decoy seem like a bad deal in comparison. But how do you actually position this decoy to achieve that effect?
It's all about what the article calls relational positioning. The decoy needs to be similar enough to the target to be considered a viable option, but inferior in a way that highlights the target's strengths.
Okay.
Think of it like presenting a shiny, perfect apple next to one that's bruised and dull.
So you're not just slapping any old product next to your target. There's a real art to crafting that decoy to make the comparison work in your favor. Does the article give us any real-world examples of how this plays out?
Oh, there's a classic one involving The Economist magazine. They offered 3 subscription options: online only, print only, and print plus online. Now, here's the clever bit. The print-only option was priced almost the same as the print plus online. Guess which one most people went for?
I'm guessing not the print-only option. That's a fantastic example. It makes the combined subscription seem like a steal, even though they're essentially nudging people towards a more expensive option.
Exactly.
I'm already seeing the wheels turning on how I could apply this to my own store.
Oh, for sure.
Before we jump into those, let me just remind everyone that this episode is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free in your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free. Now, let's explore how we can bring the decoy effect to life on Shopify. What are some of the key tactics the article recommends?
The article dives into pricing first, specifically a 3-tiered approach.
Okay, so that's your classic good, better, best strategy.
Exactly. You offer a basic option at a low price, a premium option at a higher price, and then your target product sits right in the middle, looking, oh, so appealing.
So the decoy could be either the basic or the premium, depending on which direction you're trying to steer customers.
Exactly. But it's not just about setting the price points. The article highlights the importance of strategic price gaps. If the decoy is too close in price to the target, it won't be effective.
Right.
Too far, and it might make your target seem overpriced.
Interesting. It's like finding that sweet spot where the decoy is tempting enough to draw attention, but ultimately makes the target seem like the smartest choice.
Yeah, and visuals play a huge role too. The article suggests using pricing tables. That side-by-side comparison can really drive home the target product's advantages.
I can see that it's almost like a visual nudge leading the customer toward the best deal.
Yeah, think about it. Color design, even something as simple as a best value badge, can subconsciously guide those purchasing decisions. The article also talks about using feature highlights to emphasize what the target offers that the decoy doesn't. Subtle yet effective. You're not even bashing the decoy, just subtly showcasing your target product strength. But what about when we're talking about product bundles? How does the decoy effect work there?
The article gets really interesting here. Imagine creating decoy bundles that make your target bundles look like rock stars. You could add less desirable items to the decoy bundle or create a quantity-based decoy that just doesn't make sense compared to your target.
So you're almost setting up a straw man bundle that nobody would actually choose, making your target bundle shine in comparison.
Exactly.
Clever. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of Shopify. How do we actually implement this on our platform?
The article suggests using Shopify's product variants feature to set up your three-tiered pricing structure. You can create variants like basic, standard, and premium, all within a single product listing.
Oh, that's handy. So no need to create separate product pages for each option.
Not necessarily, and to really nail the visual presentation leverage Shopify's comparison pages, you can showcase those options side by side, gently guiding customers towards the choice you want them to make. It's like a curated shopping experience leading them right to that aha moment.
Exactly. And if your theme doesn't natively support pricing tables, there are tons of apps in the Shopify App Store that can help.
Speaking of the Shopify App Store, let's not forget about Growth Suite. It can really streamline your marketing efforts, including implementing the Decoy Effect. You can test it for free on the Shopify App Store. Now, we've talked pricing and visuals. What about the cart and checkout experience? Can we reinforce the decoy effect there too?
Absolutely. The article suggests using checkout upsells. Let's say someone chooses the cheaper option, you can present a pop-up suggesting a slightly more expensive, higher value item, your target product.
A gentle nudge in the right direction, even at the last minute.
And don't underestimate post-purchase offers. Highlight a decoy to make an upgraded offer even more tempting. The decoy effect keeps working even after the sale is made.
Wow, it really is a multifaceted strategy. What about those abandoned cart emails? Can we weave in the decoy effect there as well?
You bet. The article recommends reminding shoppers about the middle or premium deal, emphasizing its value compared to the cheaper option they might have initially considered.
So it's about maintaining that perception of value throughout the entire customer journey. Okay, I'm convinced this decoy effect is powerful stuff. But before we get too carried away, let's ground this in some real-world examples. The article mentioned case studies, right?
Absolutely. It highlights a Shopify store that saw fantastic results using a three-tiered pricing strategy. With the decoy, they offered basic, pro, and elite plans, with the elite acting as the slightly overpriced decoy. Sales for their pro plan went through the roof.
So real tangible increases in conversions thanks to the decoy effect. That's what I like to hear. Did they quantify those results at all?
Yes, the article states that conversions for their target product jumped by a whopping 20%, and their average order value also increased, leading to higher overall revenue.
Impressive. It sounds like the decoy effect can be a real game changer when implemented correctly. But are there any industries where this might not be as effective?
That's a great question. The article gives examples for physical products, digital subscriptions, even service-based businesses, for instance. An organic skincare company could offer a small sample pack as the low-price option, an all-inclusive kit as the expensive decoy, and a mid-size bundle as their target.
So it's adaptable across the board. The key is understanding those core principles and applying them creatively. But even with the best strategies, there are always potential pitfalls. The article mentions some failed implementations. What can we learn from those?
One common mistake is making the decoy too attractive. If it's too close in price or features to the target, it might accidentally become the top seller, defeating the entire purpose.
That makes sense. You need that balance, tempting enough to be considered,
Yeah.
but not so tempting that it overshadows the target.
Exactly. And another pitfall is complexity. Overly complicated bundles with subtle differences can overwhelm customers, leading to abandoned carts.
Simplicity and clarity are key now. The article emphasizes testing and optimization. What are some of the key takeaways there?
A/B testing is crucial. Split your traffic show half the decoy pricing and half the original pricing, and track those key metrics: conversion rates, average order value, abandoned cart rates.
So constantly analyzing and refining the strategy based on data and customer behavior.
Exactly. It's not a set it and forget it tactic. The article also dives into some advanced strategies like combining the decoy effect with other psychological triggers, scarcity, social proof anchoring.
Those sound intriguing. Can you give us a quick rundown of how those work in conjunction with the decoy effect?
Of course, scarcity involves showcasing limited availability for the target item, making it seem even more desirable. Social proof uses testimonials or statistics to highlight its popularity, while anchoring involves showing a higher original price to make the current price seem like an amazing deal.
It's like layering psychological triggers to amplify the decoy effect's power.
Exactly. And the article even mentions personalization and segmentation. Imagine tailoring decoys for specific customer groups based on their preferences and past behavior.
That's taking it to a whole new level, creating a truly personalized experience designed to subtly guide each customer toward their perfect product.
It's all about leveraging data and insights to maximize the strategy's effectiveness. Now, while we're excited about the potential of the decoy effect, we also need to acknowledge the ethical considerations.
That's an important point.
Yeah.
This is a powerful tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for less good. What guidance does the article offer on using it ethically?
The key is transparency and honesty. The goal is to guide customers towards choices that genuinely benefit them, not to trick them into buying things they don't need or want.
Building trust in long-term relationships is crucial. Short-term gains from shady tactics aren't worth it.
Absolutely. The article cautions against creating overly complex options or unrealistic pricing that could damage your brand's credibility.
So it's about finding that sweet spot, using the decoy effect strategically and ethically. It really is fascinating how something so seemingly simple can have such a huge impact on our choices.
It speaks to the power of psychology and marketing, doesn't it? We like to think we're making rational decisions, but there's so much happening beneath the surface.
Absolutely, and the decoy effect is a perfect example of that. By understanding these underlying psychological principles, we can craft a more compelling and persuasive shopping experience for our customers.
It's like we're speaking directly to their subconscious desires, influencing their perception of value without them even realizing it. The article highlights how versatile this tactic can be. We've seen it applied to pricing, bundling, visual presentation, even marketing messages.
It's like a secret weapon for Shopify entrepreneurs, a subtle nudge that can significantly impact the bottom line, and when used ethically, it's a win-win for both the business and the customer.
Exactly. We're not tricking or manipulating anyone. We're simply guiding them towards the choices that best align with their needs while helping us achieve our business goals.
It's about providing clarity, simplifying decision-making, and ultimately enhancing the overall shopping experience. It's giving customers the confidence that they're making the right choice.
Well said. As we wrap up this episode, I want to encourage all our listeners to embrace the power of the decoy effect. Don't be afraid to experiment, test different approaches, see what resonates with your audience, and constantly refine your strategy.
The world of e-commerce is constantly evolving, so staying ahead of the curve means embracing innovative strategies like this. And if you're looking for a tool that can help you implement the decoy effect and a whole arsenal of other powerful marketing tactics, I highly recommend checking out Growth Suite.
It's a fantastic Shopify app that can streamline your marketing efforts and help you achieve incredible results. It's like having a marketing expert by your side, guiding you every step of the way.
Couldn't agree more. You can test Growth Suite for free on the Shopify App Store. Just head over there and give it a try now before we officially sign off. I want to leave our listeners with one final thought. Remember, the decoy effect is a powerful tool. Wield it wisely, ethically, and strategically, and watch your Shopify sales soar to new heights.
That's a great note to end on. Until next time, happy selling.
That's a wrap for this episode of Conversion Bible. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the world of e-commerce.